Seniors, let me ask you something. Have you ever opened your fridge, spotted yesterday's dinner, and thought, well, I'll just heat it up and have it for lunch? It's a habit we've all had for years. It feels smart, it reduces waste, and it's quick. But here's the problem. Not all leftovers are created equal. Some foods, when reheated, can lose their nutritional value, develop harmful compounds, or even cause food poisoning. And here's the tricky part. Some of these foods are the ones we think are the healthiest now. Before you decide to never touch leftovers again, let me tell you something surprising. There are also foods that actually become safer, tastier, and even healthier when reheated if you do it the right way. Today, we're going to uncover 3 foods you should never reheat, not even just this once, and 3 foods you should reheat every time for better safety and flavor. By the end, you'll not only know what to eat and how to reheat it, but you'll also protect your digestion, immune system, and long-term health one plate at a time. So, if you care about your health and want to enjoy leftovers without worry, stay tuned. This could change the way you handle food forever. Foods you should never reheat. 1. Spinach and other leafy greens. You've probably been told your whole life, eat your greens, they're good for you. And it's true. Fresh spinach, kale, and other leafy vegetables are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that protect your heart, bones, and brain. But here's the hidden danger. Leafy greens are naturally high in nitrates. These nitrates are not a problem when eaten raw or freshly cooked. In fact, they help blood vessels relax, improve circulation, and support healthy blood pressure. However, when cooked greens are stored, cooled, and then reheated at high temperatures, the nitrates can convert into nitrates. In your stomach, these nitrites can form compounds called nitrosamines, which scientists link to an increased risk of certain cancers. This risk is especially important for seniors because our digestion tends to slow down with age, giving harmful compounds more time to act. The immune system is not as quick to repair damage as it was in younger years. Better choice, eat spinach and greens fresh, or cook only the portion you need. If you must store them, use them cold toss. Cooked spinach into a next day salad, stir it into a smoothie, or use it as a sandwich filling instead of reheating. Point 2. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are one of nature's best meat alternatives. Low in calories, rich in antioxidants, and great for brain and immune health. But they also contain a delicate protein structure that is very sensitive to temperature changes. Here's the problem. When you cook mushrooms, their proteins begin breaking down naturally, which is fine if you eat them right away. But if you store those cooked mushrooms, then reheat them later, the breakdown accelerates, changing their chemical composition. This can make them harder to digest, especially for seniors who already deal with sensitive stomachs or slower digestion. Alter their flavor in a slightly unpleasant way. Some people notice a sour or metallic taste, increase the risk of stomach discomfort or foodborne illness if bacteria have started growing during storage. Better choice. Only cook the amount you plan to eat if you have leftovers. Eat them cold, for example. Cold mushroom slices on top of a salad or in a wrap. 3. Chicken. Chicken is a lean protein powerhouse, perfect for muscle maintenance, which is crucial after 50. But poultry also comes with a higher risk of foodborne bacteria like Salmonella and Campylobacter. The challenge with chicken isn't just reheating, it's reheating it evenly. Microwaves in particular often heat food unevenly, leaving some spots steaming hot while other parts are still in the danger zone, a temperature range where bacteria can thrive. For seniors, food poisoning from underheated chicken isn't just a bad stomachache. It can lead to severe dehydration, hospitalization, or worse. Better choice. If you must reheat chicken, do it slowly on the stove or in the oven, making sure the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius, all the way through. Cut large pieces into smaller portions before reheating. It reduces the risk of cold spots where bacteria can survive. Foods you should reheat. 1. Rice. Rice is a staple in many homes, from fluffy white rice to hearty brown rice. But here's something most people don't realize. Cooked rice can become dangerous surprisingly fast if left at room temperature for too long. That's because rice often contains spores of a bacteria called Bacillus cereus. These spores can survive the initial cooking process. If the rice is left out for more than 2 hours, the spores multiply, releasing toxins that cause vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach cramps. And here's the tricky part. These toxins are not destroyed by cooking. That means the real safety step is in how quickly you store rice after cooking and how thoroughly you reheat it. For seniors, food poisoning from rice can lead to dangerous dehydration or hospitalization, something we absolutely want to avoid. Safe reheating tips. Our closing parenthesis. Store in a sealed container in the fridge for no more than 24 hours. When ready to eat, reheat until it's steaming hot all the way through, at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius, closing parenthesis. Pasta. We often think of pasta as harmless. After all, it's just noodles, right? But just like rice, pasta can grow bacteria if stored improperly. The big difference is that reheating pasta can actually make it healthier for your blood sugar. Here's why. When pasta cools, some of its starch changes into resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate that resists digestion. When you reheat cooled pasta, you keep much of that resistant starch intact. For seniors, the pancreas, it feeds healthy gut bacteria, improving digestion and immune support. Safe reheating tips. Store cooked pasta in a sealed container in the fridge for up to 3 days. Reheat with a splash of water or sauce to keep it from drying out. Ensure it's piping hot. Throughout, before serving, 3 soups and stews, there's one left over that truly improves with time. It's a hearty soup or stew. Why? Because the flavors have extra time to mingle and deepen overnight. But here's another big started to grow, especially in protein-rich soups, with meat, beans, or dairy. Why it's great for seniors. They're hydrating and nutrient-dense, ideal for maintaining strength and energy, easy to chew and digest, making them perfect for those with dental or digestive issues. They're a good vehicle for adding vegetables. It reaches a full rolling boil. Before eating, stir occasionally while reheating to ensure even heating. 1. Not all leftovers are safe to reheat many. Seniors grew up in a time when nothing was wasted and leftovers were a normal part of daily life. But food safety science has advanced, and we now know that some reheated foods can lose nutrients or develop harmful compounds. The takeaway, always ask yourself, is this food better fresh, cold, or reheated? Knowing the difference can protect your digestion, immune system, and overall health. 2. Leafy greens and mushrooms are best eaten fresh or cold. Spinach, kale, and mushrooms may be healthy in their natural form, but reheating them changes their chemistry in ways that can be risky. For older adults, seniors are more vulnerable to foodborne illnesses and chemical changes due to slower of reheating. 3. If you reheat meats, always ensure proper internal temperature. Chicken, right? Uneven reheating can leave bacteria alive, even if the outer layers feel hot. The takeaway, cut meat into smaller pieces before reheating, and aim for 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius all the way through. A simple meat thermometer can save you from serious illness. For rice and pasta can be safer and sometimes healthier after reheating when cooled and reheated properly, which helps control blood sugar and feeds healthy gut bacteria. But the key is proper storage and quick cooling after cooking. The takeaway, store rice and pasta in airtight containers in the fridge, reheat until steaming, and never let them sit out for more than 2 hours. 5. Soups and stews improve in both taste and safety when reheated fully. Next day, stew or chicken soup can taste richer because flavors have had time to blend. But for seniors, the bigger benefit is that reheating to a boil kills any bacteria that may have developed during storage. The takeaway, reheat soups and stews until they're bubbling hot and stir them while heating to make sure the temperature is even. So, the next time you're standing in your kitchen with a container of leftovers in your hand, I want you to pause for just a moment. Ask yourself, is this food safe to reheat, or am I about to put my health at risk? It's easy to think, oh, I've been doing this for years and nothing's happened to me yet. But here's the truth. As we age, our immune system isn't quite as quick to fight off trouble. What might have been a mild stomach upset in your 30s could now lead to days in bed. The right reheating habits keep vitamins and minerals intact, keep flavors rich, and make sure every bite supports your body, your energy, and your independence. So, here's my challenge to you, starting today. Be selective about what you reheat. Store your food properly when in doubt. Heat it all the way through, or eat it cold if that's safer. Remember, small daily choices are the building blocks of long, healthy years. If we care for our bodies now, even with something as simple as handling leftovers correctly, your children, and yes, even your grandchildren. Because good food habits don't just protect you, they protect the people you care about. Stay smart, stay safe, and as always, stay healthy.